Hey, what's up guys? Chris with CT Golf Reviews here. We are at Farmingbury Hills in Wolcott, Connecticut. Finally got my logo ball. Let's get on the course and play around. Farmingbury Hills is a public course in Wolcott, Connecticut. It's a 9-hole course that plays as 18, if that makes any sense. There's different tee boxes for different holes. I believe the 5th hole has 2 greens that you can choose from. I'll obviously be showing you both of them. But it is a golf course well known for its scenery, and I will show you the scenery. Well, ain't that just a fantastic way to start off your round? I'm way out there. Woo! It's not necessarily the way I wanted to start off the round. I started it off with an 8 so I could tell that my score is not going to be what I want it to. Guys, look at that view. Now, on a really clear day, you can see for miles, but that is the Apple Valley of Connecticut. That actually runs all the way out there along I-91, and then 691 is further down that way. So you can see 2 highways. And if I'm not mistaken, you can see 2 golf courses too. Down there, I'm not exactly sure which one that was. I'll have it in the comments. And over there, I believe, is Hunter's Golf Course, which is a place I have yet to review. But the scenery here is absolutely stunning. That's not too bad of a shot. About a 5-iron, I would say. Well, that was crap. Look at that. All of 100 yards. Not even. God, I suck at this game. I almost drove a par 4. I've never done that before. I always get nervous on this hole because you have to hit over a road. If you slice, someone's suing you. So always be careful on this one. Look at that view. So that is from all the way up there in that little gap. That's a pretty decent shot with a reliable. And I would say I've got about maybe 100-ish yards to the green. So like I said, this course is a 9-hole course that plays as an 18. So there's that hole up there. And then if we were to go all the way over here, you will see that there's another fairway that kind of like branches out that way. And there's another hole over there. That one's more difficult, so for your entertainment, I'm going to do this one. Pretty bad shot, but I'm going to go right through those trees right there. Or at least try to. And that right there is why this hole is so difficult. I'm gonna be lucky if I break 100 today. I am not playing well. So I usually hit reliable off of this hole, but because there's no wind, I'm gonna hit driver. Not what I wanted to do. I think I can honestly say, out of every course I've played so far, that's got one of the best views out of all of them. There's only one other that I've seen with a good view like that, and I haven't reviewed it yet, but I will. That was a good shot. Dude, look. Behind this tree right here. If I can get to it. Where'd he go? There's a baby raccoon somewhere over here. Hold on. Let me see if I can... There he is. Look. Look. He's so cute. So cute. So I'm on the 18th, well 9, but shooting from the 18th, and my streak is over. I broke a streak at Hotbrook by going 30-something games without a birdie, and I got a birdie. Well, today I broke a streak of, I think, 20 or 25 games straight with a par, and I did not get a par today, so... I am not going to lie, I am genuinely upset with myself. I played like absolute hot garbage today. Well guys, that wraps it up for Farmingbury Hills. Let's go back to the house so I can get my final review. So let's get into the review. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to Farmingbury Hills for letting me play, for letting me film. Farmingbury's got a special place in my heart. It's the course that I go to when my Golf Now app isn't really giving me a lot of options. And because I love the view so much, I go there. I had been trying to get a logo ball for the longest time, so I've actually been there 4 times since, looking for it. I finally got it though, so I'm happy about that. I did mention in one of their Facebook statuses that I was going to be reviewing the course. That was about 3 weeks ago. So I apologize for it being so long. I finally had the chance to come out, so here's your review. First, I want to say I played like hot garbage, and it's to nobody else's fault but my own. I shot a 104. This is the first time in like 7 games that I've shot over 100. My usual demon number that I call it is 108, and if I could beat 108, then I'm happy for the day. But I'm really trying to, like, this game raised my handicap, we'll say that much. It was bad. I couldn't putt for some reason. I'm still getting used to my new putter, which I have named Kane. I was just off. My drives were good. My short game was trash, man. And like I said, to nobody's fault but my own. My head wasn't in the game. It was the first game in like 25 games that I haven't gotten a par. And that's big for me because I really, really try to push that. And you saw, I missed a putt that was literally this long. We're talking maybe a foot. And that thing scooted off. That would have been my par. And I missed it. So, but at the same time, what do I keep telling you guys? I'm not a pro. I am an average golfer who loves the game, and I want to make sure that you guys know that I am one of you. Not everybody has to be the best to enjoy what they like to do. So, let's get into the review itself. I'm going to go with difficulty because I had a little bit of a hard time deciding what I was going to give it. So I'm actually giving it 2 scores today. Because when I usually play there, it is really windy, and the weather is it's usually a wetter day. That's going to be a big factor. Today it was dry, it was not windy, so the difficulty when the weather is fair, I'm going to give a 5. When it's windy, when it's wet, I'm going to give it a 7. Now the course does not have... Oh, I just hit my tripod. Now the course does not have too much to to worry about when it comes to shots. The only one I get a little nervous about is the one over the hill, over the road that goes down and onto that little plot of property right there, because I'm afraid that if I slice it, I'm going to go through somebody's windshield and possibly hurt someone, but I'm really careful about that. I never hit my driver off of that. I always hit over reliable because I know over reliable will go straight no matter what. So it doesn't have any crazy dog legs, doesn't have any crazy, water hazards or anything. The bunkers are taken care of. I will say I liked how they actually had rakes. The rakes are back. It's no longer COVID golf. There were no things in the cups. There were rakes out. We're back to normal, guys. It's great. So I'm going to give the difficulty on a good day a 5, on a windy, wet day a 7. Not too hard to navigate. The rough's not bad. The fairways are cut pretty nicely. The greens are pretty fast, but they're manageable. I just couldn't putt that day. So it sucked for me. Scenery. No, I'm going to get to scenery at the end. I want to get to scenery at the end. Staff, I'm going to give a 6. They're really cool people. Everybody in the pro shop was nice to me. The people in the cafeteria, the little cafe part, they're nice to me. I never really had a lot of interactions with them, but the people that I've met and that I've talked to, I give them a 6. They're pretty cool people. Layout, I'm going to have to give a 5. And now I'm giving this a 5 because of the fact that it is a 9-hole course that plays as an 18. Number 5 has 2 greens, so if you hit straight, you got that big hill that if you don't know how to hit a lob shot, you're gonna miss it. Like, I've gotten so mad the first time I was there, I took my ball and threw it up that. It's a 40-foot hill. I would assume. Like, you can go sledding down that thing in the wintertime. That's how steep it is. The other green, it's pretty easy to find. It's like, if you get to a certain point, you basically pick and choose what green you want to hit off. But if you're playing 18 holes, you go for both. Some of the tees have, some of the holes have different tees. So, for example, number 8 is a par 3 on the first round, and then 17 is a par 4, because there's a tee probably about 200 yards back that you can hit off, and it's a slight dogleg to the right. 9 and 18. 9 is a par 4, 18 is a par 5. It's the only par 5 on the entire course. So the different tee boxes are, they come into play, but I really wish they were marked a little bit better. The first time I was there, I had a hard time finding them, and I was hitting off of the wrong tee boxes, and it was messing me up. But you play there a couple of times, and you'll be able to figure it out. Another thing, and I do want to get into this very, very quickly, I'm I'm kind of picky when it comes to cart paths. I like cart paths. I prefer the 90-degree rule. I'll drive onto the course itself to go and line up with the ball, and I'll drive back onto the cart path. They don't have cart paths, and because the terrain is so bumpy, it hurts if you're going over certain parts of the land. Like, I have got a bruise on my leg. I'm not going to show you, but I got a bruise on my leg because, you know, I'm driving the cart and leaned right up against the handle. And I'm not blaming the course on this. I'm simply blaming the fact that the carts that they're using, I must have picked a bad one that didn't have good suspension. But it is pretty bouncy, it is pretty bumpy, and it's not the best feeling. But otherwise, you know, it's a pretty decent layout. I do like the fact that it is a 9-hole course that plays out as an 18-hole, so you can play, there's a couple of options. So I'm going to give that a 5. Scenery, I'm giving a 9. I cannot stress enough how much I love the scenery in that course. It is amazing. You can see the entire Apple Valley from there. You can see 2 golf courses. You can see Southington Country Club, and I believe it's Timberland. If it's not Timberland, it's Shuttle Meadow. And I'm going to be reviewing Shuttle Meadow pretty soon because I actually booked a gig there and they're giving me a round. So shout out to Shuttle Meadow. I'm going to have that up pretty soon. You get fantastic views. That, you know, they do take good care of the course when it comes to the scenery and everything. So I'm giving that a 9. My overall score for Farmingbury Hills in Wolcott, Connecticut is going to be a 6.7. Now, I had to think about it. I was going to score it a little lower, I will admit, because I was having a rough day, but that's not fair to the course. That was on me. 6.7 is my score for Farmingbury Hills, and I definitely will be back. Guys, if you like this video, hit the subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, hit the bell so that way you know what I'm doing, where I'm going to be, what I'm uploading. You get notifications sent right to your phone or your device, whatever you're watching this on. And make sure that you share this with your friends. If you like golf, share it on a couple of pages on Facebook. Let them know what you're watching. If you have any comments, if you want to leave something down below, definitely do so. Tell me what your favorite course is. Leave that down below. Guys, I'm Chris. This is CT Golf Reviews. I will see you next time.